Okay, this lesson is on absolute value, so we are going to get started right quick here. Reading at the top, chapter 1, section 2, absolute value. We did this already in middle school, so ninth graders, you should be ready to go. The absolute value of a number is its distance from zero. So if you look at the number line here, here is zero, okay? And so distance is never going to be negative, and it is a zero of positive, okay? So what we're telling you is, let's say we chose to have a -4 as our answer, as our absolute value. I said, what's the absolute value of -4? Well, it is 4 units from zero. Likewise, if I said, hey, what's the absolute value of a +4? It is 1, 2, 3, 4 units from zero. So if you look at what they wrote here, the absolute value of -4 is 4. It is 4 units from zero. Notice the negative is not there because we are not, distance is never negative. The absolute value of -4 is written as a bar, -4, and a bar. The absolute value of 4 is 4. It is 4 places from zero. That's what I explained over here. And it is written as a bar, 4, and a bar. Now, that is just to say absolute value. But your answer for both of these would be just 4 without a bar. All right, let's go to the first example over here. Find the absolute value, that's how you read that, of -6. So here is -6. You can see that they have already done it on the number line for you, and they've already moved from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So absolute value of -6 is 6 units from 0. So again, your answer would be just 6. You do not have to put a bar. Do not put a bar. Okay, next one. Example number 2. Find the absolute value of 0. So here's 0 right there. They already plotted it on the number line, and it is obviously 0 units from 0. So you didn't go anywhere. So therefore, the absolute value of 0 is 0. Opposites have the same absolute value. One is positive and one is negative. -2 and 2 are opposites. Okay, so now we're switching gears just quite a bit. Up here in example 1 and 2, they were trying to have you find absolute value. Now in example 3 and example 4, they want you to find the opposite. And that's pretty easy. You've been doing this since elementary. Find the opposite of -3. -3 is a negative, so the opposite is a positive. The opposite of a -3 is a +3. And no, you do not have to put +3. You can just write 3. We know it is positive. Pretty simple again. Example number 4, find the opposite of 5. 5 is positive, so the opposite is a negative. So the opposite of 5 is -5. Okay? Now on to our work. Let me go ahead really quick and scroll up on this again so that we have some normalcy. You will not be doing the top tan box. Just ignore it. And for the time being, you are not doing the last 2 problems. All right, I'm going to do a problem in each section. So number 1 and number 13. How I would like this done in your assignment is, for right now, I'm just asking you to give me the answer. Typically, I would have you write out the problem, but since we are learning all of this online and it's new to you, I'm going to make it simple for now. There will be a time that you'll come in, you'll have to write out the problem, but for this, you just need to give me the answer, okay? So let's do an example in each section. Again, the directions for numbers 1 through 12. Find the absolute value of each integer. So again, the bar means absolute value. It's a -2. So if I was to go over to our number line, there it is, -2, it would be 2 units from 0. All absolute values are positive. So none of these answers should be negative. So there's our first. And notice I did not put a bar here. So in your answer, you're just going to put number 1 and then put 2. Number 2, then give me your answer. Again, all absolute values are positive. So like number 2, it already is positive, but it will stay positive. Pretty simple. All right, then number 13 through 20, it says find the opposite. Well, like we did over in example 3 and 4, the opposite of a -5, well, the opposite of a negative is a positive. So the opposite of a -5 is 5. Now, unlike the top here, 1 through 12, where they're all going to be positive, you will have negative answers in 13 through 20, because if you have a positive number, like in number 14, then the opposite should be a negative. All right, that's your assignment. Go to work.